rough videos.
Hi, my ILS friends. Let's take a deep breath in. Inhale up and exhale down. Inhale up and exhale down. Sorry, guys. Okay, so what we're doing this week is cooking, and I want you to pull out your Thursday week 12 packet and look at the last page, and it's macaroni and cheese. So in your packet, you received a box of macaroni and cheese, and you'll need water, you'll need a pan, you'll need some milk, I have to get that, and some butter, and you'll also need a measuring cup. So you can either use one of these little guys, or you can use this one who has the numbers on it, whichever one you prefer. But the first thing you need to do is you need to boil the water for the mac and cheese. So we'll probably do 2 videos. First, I'm gonna start the water, and then we're gonna come back, and after the macaroni and cheese is all ready, al dente, then we'll finish it up. So first I'm gonna show you, you take your pot. Well, first you look at your thing, and it says you need 6 cups of water, 4 tablespoons margarine or butter, and a 1/4 cup of milk. So you're gonna start out with your 6 cups of water that you gotta bring to a boil. So let's do that. Oh, I need my cup. I'm gonna bring my pot right here so that I can do it all at the same time. You can count with me. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Uh-oh. Try that again. And 6. So you take your 6 cups of water, you put it on your stove, and you turn your stove on. And then you're gonna let it boil. If you want it to boil faster, you can put a lid on it to help contain the heat. And then once it's boiled, we're gonna pour in our pasta. You could potentially pour it in now, but what it says here is boil water in the medium saucepan, stir in the macaroni, and cook for 7 to 8 minutes. So you can use a timer for that. See you soon. Hi, we're back, and we have the water went to a boil. I added all the pasta, and I waited my 7 to 8 minutes. So now I need to turn off the stove, just like that. And you can even stir your pasta, and if you want, you can even use a spoon that has maybe some holes in it. Find one, hold on 1 second, to pull out a piece of the pasta to make sure it's ready. But just remember, this is really, really hot boiling water. So you can check to see if it's the right consistency that you like with your pasta. So once you're all done and it's all boiled and ready to be, look what happens, we have a lot of water in there. So what I need to do is I need to use a colander. This is a colander, and this will drain all the water out. So I'm gonna bring this over to my sink, put the colander into the sink, and pour in my pasta. That way I get rid of all that water, shake it out. Again, it's very hot, so be very careful. Put it all back into your pot, just like so. And now it's ready for us to add the rest of the ingredients. So now we need that 4 tablespoons of margarine and that 1/4 cup milk. So I have a 1/4 cup for my milk. And if you look at the butter, you can see where you can cut it, where it says 1 tablespoon, 2 tablespoons, 3, and 4. So you can use a butter knife and just cut off your 4 tablespoons of butter. I always put that in first so that it can melt before I add the butter. So I'll put that in there. mix it up with my stirring stick. There we go. Get that butter to melt away. Because remember, this pot is still very hot. So I'm mixing it up.
Baking dinner?
And then,
There's a bathroom.
when I'm done mixing this up, I'm going to add some milk. That 1/4 cup of milk. But I also need to add the pasta. So I'm going to add my 1/4 cup of milk, just like that. There we go. And I'm going to add my seasoning, the cheesy part. Now, it's up to you how much of this packet you add. My family loves cheesy mac and cheese, so I'm going to add every bit of it, just like that. Once it's all in there, I poured it all in. Now I'm going to keep stirring and get that butter to melt. Get it all mixed together. And if you want the butter to melt faster, you can cut it into smaller pieces. But it's okay. I'm not in a hurry. I'm just getting the butter to melt and getting my mac and cheese ready so we can have a fun side dish with our dinner tonight. So here we go. So you can see the seasoning is starting to melt into that yummy creamy cheese sauce on your macaroni. And all the butter is almost done melting. And we have macaroni and cheese. But let me show you. I'm going to get a spoon and do a taste test. Remember, it's hot. And make sure you always use a clean fork when you're doing that. So I'm going to wait for it to cool down a little bit. Because I think mac and cheese is delicious. It's not that healthy for you, but it is delicious. It's so good. I'll talk to you soon. Bye-bye.
Rough videos.